Hello. So today I'm going to talk about, another aspect of us being at home, being in lockdown, and how we might use this time productively, or rather unproductively, because being unproductive is very important, isn't it, Tashi? So, I'm going to suggest that we have a day of uselessness, um, of being spontaneous, creative. In a way, spontaneity is being creative because it means that we step out of our usual habits. So we have quite a drive, I think, to be useful, to do productive things. And there are always things that need doing, aren't there, Tash? So, there's gardening to do. If we're lucky enough to have a garden, there's baking to do, there's housework to do, there's emails to write, there's all sorts of things that we can just keep busy with the whole time. So, why not have a day of complete relaxation, spontaneity, and doing nothing? So, why be useless? Why be useless? Well, one reason is that if we can embrace boredom, if we can really look into boredom, if we can really experience stepping out of the drive that we have in our life, if we can step out of always having to be doing something that's useful, we'll find aspects of ourselves that might surprise us. We'll find aspects of ourselves that are more spacious and more relaxed, which in the whirl of everyday life is just impossible. We never have a chance to stop in this way. So at the moment, we have got a very rare opportunity. It's not an opportunity we're probably going to get again. So, unless you practice Buddhism in a way that part of your life is retreats, and particularly solitary retreats. So for some of us, we're used to knowing how to do nothing, knowing how to explore our awareness in a sense of, in a place of spaciousness, and to not be afraid to do that because it is challenging. But in a way, it's challenging in the way that it's very exciting, actually. So sometimes when have said to people in the past, oh, I'm going to do a 3-week solitary or something like that, they say, oh, God, what will you do? Will you meditate loads? Will you do this and that? And, well, in a way, whatever has happened on solitary happens. Sometimes I've done solitary retreats and decided to take off my watch so that I didn't know what time it was. We could try that for a day. And for me, that was actually quite challenging because I am a person that likes to have some sort of plan, especially knowing when to eat. So one of the things was I got quite frightened that I was going to eat too much because I thought if I eat whenever I'm hungry, I might end up having supper sort of halfway through the afternoon and then be hungry later. So actually it was quite a practice because I learnt a lot about how addicted I am to knowing the time on that particular solitary. And other solitaries, I decided I wasn't going to plan what I was going to study or how much time I might give to meditation. So I did have years of solitary where I knew exactly what practices I was going to do in meditation, and I was going to spend this many hours. And I realised that a lot of that was a kind of security for me. It was looking for a sense of purpose and so on. So what I'm suggesting really is that tomorrow or today, depends when you see this video, we have a whole day of purposelessness, of not of avoiding feeling like we've got to do anything in particular. You know, how often do we give ourselves that freedom? It's like it's another day. It's completely open. It's completely open what might happen or what we might feel like doing. And maybe we'll surprise ourselves, you know, maybe we'll find that we want to write a poem or do some drawing or talk to the parrot and look at him, who's very beautiful. And sometimes I'll look at Tashi for a very long time, just appreciating all his colours and his little feathers. So, yeah, it's not an easy thing to do because we have this drive. But actually, we find out things about ourselves. What is it we're wanting to be busy with? Why does that give us a sense of meaning in our life that through busyness? You know, the meaning of life is beyond this life. Yes, the meaning of life is beyond this life. This life is just, well, it's no more than the click of a finger. You know, it's so brief. It's over very quickly. What else is there? Well, we'll have some idea if we're willing to explore our awareness when it is uncluttered and when it's not driven by our usual sense of what we should be doing. When we can let go and explore that open space of boredom, perhaps, of letting go of expectation, letting go of all the shoulds. I should be doing this. And what else is there? You know, that'll be different for all of us. It's like exploration. Are we brave enough? Do we have the courage to explore what else life has got to offer? What else our mind has got to offer us? If we're not, if we're not determined to fill every bit of space. So that's enough for one day. Tashi, have you got anything to say to everybody before you go? No, I know some people are quite interested in Tashi and would like to have a look at him, so I thought he could make another appearance. And we might just look at each other all day tomorrow, might we? Okay, so see you again soon. Bye bye.